maximum capacity, and that usually means their opposition is in trouble.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
The Tigers offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
Yeah, Chris, not an ideal play here when you throw the football and you go the wrong direction. I think we got to look at the playbook here to see how we can try to make those yards up.
He's running out of time here. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. After that incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Thompson. Big gain across midfield. They'll spot it down near the 30.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Now it's 2nd down here. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Got him. He's sacked.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Running back has it on a screen now. Finding space.
Damn it.
Finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a 1st down.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the 1st down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some...
Got space, looking to score. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. So the quarterback says, I'll do this myself. He just takes off and flashes speed in the touchdown run.
My goodness, his creativity and speed makes it almost impossible to stop. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I start locking in on this quarterback's ability to run, because if you don't, you're going to see a lot more plays like this.
And they get set now to try the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Return starts from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together with this drive? Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. Man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually it's going to cost you.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Must convert here on 3rd down to avoid back-to-back punts to start this game. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quick completion to the tight end.
这个嘛4的 4。
Completion gains about 6 yards, but now it's a 4th down call.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on 4th down.
And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But
he's looking to make a big play downfield. He grabs it inside the 20. They tackle him all the way down to the 15-yard line. This offense is knocking on the door now.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Trying to find some room. It's Young. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Now the all-important extra point. And the PAT is good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. That's caught. It's Simmons. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And that's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch. Gets the 1st down in the process.
And there's the handoff. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback keeps it here. Gets the first and still running. Brought down, but crosses midfield to the 46.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both.
He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
I love to see defenses be aggressive. They dial up the heat on this play, brought the linebacker on the blitz, and they get to the quarterback.
That sack makes it 2nd down and forever. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And the pass rush has got him again, back-to-back sacks.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
So 2 losses in a row puts him in a tough spot, 3rd and very long. There's the snap, looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. So they'll send out the field goal unit to give it a shot here from very long distance. The kicker has good range, but this one is from 58 yards out. And he's got it from 58 yards away, never in doubt.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. Extra point makes the lead 4. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Brought down at the 18, and suddenly this offense is in the red zone. Auburn now operating in the red zone. They're going to run it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, that's just textbook right there. Great timing and recognition by the quarterback. Great route by this receiver. He gave a nice stem to the outside before he went to the post. Perfect timing, tough to defend, and an easy touchdown for this offense.
Here comes the point after attempt. PAT puts them up 3. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. First down here for this offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. That game moves the ball out near the 25.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now third down coming up. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. So off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And it's incomplete again.
Taking my second forward and 4.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Hello.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw again. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they're finally able to stop him. But great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense.
Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Tackle made after a big gain.
Man, I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
Alabama has now moved into the red zone. In the red area, it's Young. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, tie.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Now the try here for the extra point. The extra point makes it a 4-point game. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Not a real good throw here. He put too much air under the ball, turned into a floater. Now defensively, this is a dream. All you're thinking in that situation is just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
Line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. But this one is broken up. Ball's incomplete.
Boy, Chris, he tried to squeeze that one in there on 3rd down. It would have had to have been a perfectly placed ball to have any chance at a completion and a first down.
Makes it 2nd down. And the quarterback dropping back. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start.
Well, the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. The pass ball is incomplete. They took a downfield shot on the final play of the opening quarter. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. Entertaining first quarter. Early fireworks as both offenses clearly showed up ready to play. You can see that in the stats. Will the offenses continue to dominate, or will the defenses show up here as we begin the 2nd quarter? And the punt team now on to kick it away. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. And they hand it off to the back. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. And it's really solid defense on that play.
Grab behind the line. It's Simmons. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, a wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
The punt team making their way on the field. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Forced to punt last time. Trying to add points, build the lead right here. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Alabama.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the extra point makes the lead 11, 28-17. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Big guys up front, line up. It's 1st down. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. He's got some room and some blockers here. And that's a solid return after the interception. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting.
What are you doing?
Many more times.
Handoff from the shotgun.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
Alabama now operating in the red zone. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They get him, but what a spin move. That's one for the highlight reel.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage.
Well, I love it. Keep the kicker on the sideline. This offense knows when you're in the red zone, you got to come away with 6. Great play to keep this drive moving.
And he's brought down there.
Boy, when you're defending this offensive coordinator, you have to be ready for anything. This is not something I'd expect to see down in the red zone. But
Touchdown, Bama. This offense is still clicking. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kurt.
as we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
After the point after, it's a 35-17 game. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. On first down, it's play action. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, the pressure just couldn't quite get to him there. They forced him out to his right on that bootleg, but give him credit. He held his poise, looked at the entire field, couldn't find anybody open, and he just pulled it down and picked up a nice gain.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Grab near the sticks. It's Simmons. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
A lot of times you call a slant, you love to see some big yards after the catch. But when they don't go for many yards after the catch like this, that's a good stop by the defense.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? It's a draw play. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Caught in the backfield. It's Simmons. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards, and they stay ahead of the sticks.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what...
On the junior, gets home making a sack there.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
And the punt team makes its way onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the returner will be brought down. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking to throw it deep. That one is incomplete.
I'm surprised you dropped that one.
First down, but missed it. Second down after that previous play.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there, and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Using his legs. It's Young. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Lofting it toward the left sideline. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Well, the offensive coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
Oh, the pass is picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. That's a potential game changer. The pick and the big return.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. He'll hand it off. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Receiver makes the catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
3rd down, out of the shotgun. Quarterback looking to scramble. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. He made good on his first attempt, but this one is from 47 yards away. And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range.
The snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. They give it to the receiver on a jet sweep. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
Man, I love this call here by going with the jet sweep. Get the ball in the hands of an outstanding playmaker. He gets around the edge and gets into space with that kind of speed. He's dangerous.
Got it.
It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Catch is made way down inside the 30. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. Kirk, what in the world was going on the defensive side on that play?
Wow, what was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. Remember, it was a field goal on the last possession. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Grab down the middle. It's Brewer. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28. Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. A quick throw out left, complete. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Play action fake, looking to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Brought to the turf, but made the first man miss on the way to the 1st down.
Well, it's got to start somewhere, and there's a nice 1st down to keep this drive alive and hope to be able to create a little bit of momentum here near the end of the 1st half, trying to cut into this lead and get some points on the board.
1st down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Second down after that run on the previous play. And he drops back in the gun. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as a quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. And here comes the punter onto the field. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. This has been a rough 1st half. They'll have to regroup at intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. So here we go. 1st play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's Thompson. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. That completion makes it 2nd down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. caught near the sticks. Simmons. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. And looking to throw now on first down. It's an out route. The catch made. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Bringing pressure. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Short return tackle made at the 27. A crucial takeaway.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Let's see how this offense plays this. They try to get some more points for the half, or they'll loft this one deep to the left side. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Second down play coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. And now another deep ball here. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Now, the offensive coordinator told us before the game they consider any one-on-one deep shot an advantage. But they couldn't connect on that try. Give credit to that defensive back, man. He played that perfectly.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down.
In the freaking play.
He threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play. They bring the punter onto the field now. Fair catch made at the 40.
Yeah.
And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here before halftime, wouldn't expect them to be too aggressive at this point. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-hole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he lofts it toward the sideline. And the pass caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tide. No chance to catch it.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. It's a squib kick picked up by one of the blockers. And the returner is tackled as time expires here in the first half. The Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, for many, this is the best conference in all of football. And the first half of this SEC championship was filled with excitement and incredible pageantry. And it's pretty clear the defensive game plan through 30 minutes has been just try to hang on and hope for the best against these electrifying quarterbacks. Whether it's throwing or running, they've dictated how this game has gone and maybe made those defensive coordinators question their career choices. Going to be fascinating to see which defense cracks the code. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk and the much-anticipated conclusion of the SEC championship.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Football comes out. Fumble recovered by the defense going the other way.
How about this defense flying in there and trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. And the back now goes in motion. The shotgun handoff here. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play.
Touchdown, Alabama. To stretch the lead, the route is on. This passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped. With a conference championship on the line, he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers, but, man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they thinking? You can't just allow this quarterback to sit back there and throw. You've got to be able to put pressure on him, or he's going to continue to throw touchdown after touchdown.
Here's the point after attempt. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. They'll run it from the gun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And he will make the first down, tackled at the 26. A running play keeps the offense to fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it on first down. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Backed up 2nd and long at the 17. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Looking for the wideout. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Touchdown, Bama. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. And the interception taken to the house, a pick-6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
They're set now to try the PAT. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Returner trying to create good field position. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The Auburn offense back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Snags the quick throw. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
And completion makes it 2nd and short. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Catch made on the out route. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. First down here for this offense. He hands it to the back. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Second down after that run on the previous play. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Trying to get the throw off. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Here's another interception. We're losing track. Not much on the return, but they set up the offense at the 35.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Alabama offense back onto the field. And now the first play of this drive now from the 35. Pitch to the back. Finally brought down, but the option produces a big gain that time. That's great execution. So the offense for the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. It's a spin move to extend the play and pick up a few extra yards.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. That run sets up a critical 3rd down play. They'll try to run for the first down. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down. Know what you need to do. Get the first down. Continue to hold on to that lead. Continue to work clock. And get that much closer to securing a victory.
Alabama has now moved into the red zone. Same tailback, another carry. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. A gain sets up a 3rd down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Running back grabs it on a screen. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Pulls it in. It's Thompson. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Well, when you run that out route, it's going to end up very close to the sideline. Love his awareness to realize not only keep his eyes on the football, but where he is on the field. He gets his toe down before he goes out of bounds for the catch.
And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Auburn.
Chris, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver here is exceptional. Great route here to sell that post to the inside and then break it off to the corner. The quarterback anticipates it well, puts it on the money for that touchdown.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And it's up and good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Can he make it to the marker? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. One team ready to boot it away. On to kick now for the 5th time today. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at the 42. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They're going to run it. The running back has been busy today, but not much to show for it. The defense all over him again.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
That sack makes it 3rd down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Running back has it on a screen now. And the tackle is made. The defense was ready for that screen. They stop him short of the first down. And the punt team now on to kick it away. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Hands off to the left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Jennings. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make.
Lofting it toward the left sideline. Dives to make the grab for a huge gain.
So impressed here, Chris, with this effort by the receiver. This ball's thrown way downfield, and actually it's thrown beyond him. I thought it was too far. This guy somehow lays out and comes down with a huge completion.
It is recommended you have 1 roof ventilation for every 150 square foot of your home.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field.
The state championship is in his future. But tetanus isn't.
Inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Three people got it. Three. The previous
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. And he knocks it right through the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency.
It was a great election.
Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Really incredible.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires.
Unable to get people to join the military.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the 3rd quarter. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. Hasn't been much of a contest so far, and the stats will reflect that. Let's see if a comeback is in store here as we start the 4th quarter. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Back to throw. It's Brown. First throw from the backup, but it's incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down.
Decided to go on vacation early.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
They'll try to run it with the option. Pitch play to the back. He'll be stopped for a loss on the play. The defense all over the option that time.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
The pass is intercepted. Going the other way, can they stop him? He goes down, but snags the ball and gives this defense a takeaway.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Oh, man, some fans right there, man.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in that end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball and routinely exploited the weaknesses.
They just love it.
Derrick Henry all day.
And the Auburn offense back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? The pocket breaking down. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Looking for some space. It's Clark. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. Back to pass. It's Brown. He's got it near the end zone. Doesn't quite get there. The defense forcing him out at the 3.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Right down the middle. So they get the 3 points, but this remains a large deficit.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Let's go. Fight.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
Hey, gotta fight.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
It's gonna blitz like them damn Chiefs.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep.
Show me something.
That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
That's like Rico. We can't play like this.
The game makes it 2nd and medium.
Let's go.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, they actually call a play that goes in the wrong direction. Seems like everything they've called has worked out, whether it's on the ground or through the air. And this time, the defense steps up and makes a play.
Hey, what's up, bro? What's happening? I'm good, man. I can't complain. What about you?
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. Quarterback drops back. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day.
He passed away?
He's got some space. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Chris, how about the defense coming up with a huge play here? Not only a turnover, but it leads them
I'm not in the city anymore. I moved to Texas. Yeah, I'm living in Houston now, but I hadn't heard it. Then again, I don't know if I didn't see a message come across or anything.
He'll return it from inside the 5.
Terry.
He's tackled at the
Terry
21.
Brown.
That's where the drive will start.
Yeah, you want me to text it to you?
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here.
Yeah, I saw the message come out about him. But like I said, I didn't know about him, man. Wow, he was up there, man.
On the run, it's Young.
Yeah.
Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first
All right,
down.
then, Chris. I'll text it to you.
That's another good run for him. He's had such a big part of their success here this afternoon.
You got to get to him. Gotta get there. Gotta get there. Gotta get there. Good job. Gotta get there. I see you. Gonna get off on your own, girl. You wanna get off on your own? Get off on your own. Oh, what did he fight? He figured he fight somebody? What was that all about? Off on your own, girl. Go. Go off on your own, girl, 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 girl. All right. So now let's go here. I don't trust y'all to do it again. Let's play Coach Jules' defense. Now watch this. They got to put pressure on him. Come on, it's too much time. This is why. What the F was that?
Scary. It puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Back behind the quarterback, aligned in the pistol. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. The defense recovers, trying to run this back now. Touchdown, Auburn on the scoop and score. That is any defender's dream. Comes up with a fumble, takes it back to the house.
I can't believe the speed that this guy has to be able to score. I thought maybe he picked it up, maybe go a few yards, but instead he took it all the way to the end zone.
Extra point try coming now. And it's good.
Yeah, Chris. It was by accident. I was trying to text you. All right. Okay.
Turner choosing to field this one. Turner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line.
Well, let's see how these guys do here. Kind of in that 4-minute offense mode where they're trying to work as much clock as they can on this drive, working with the lead. Still want to be balanced as best you can, but the important thing is picking up first downs, keeping the ball in bounds, and keep working that clock.
And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. Another big play for this offense, but they are not throttling back here, even with a comfortable lead in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, this defensive coverage seems one step behind the entire game. Even when they call the right coverage, the offense had made the plays that they need to be able to put points on the board.
Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackle, but first down.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. They'll work the clock here with the running game. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. Alabama now operating in the red zone. running play called on 3rd and short. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So on 4th down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. Long enough and good. And they add to their lead. Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Kickoff is fielded inside the 20. The returner is brought down. Gets a start with the next drive. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot. So sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Dropping back, it's Brown. Makes a quick catch. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Defense is coming after him. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Good enough for the first down to the 37. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
2nd down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. In the clear at the 25. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
And this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the 4th quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play. Try to get in the end zone. Maybe get an onside kick.
The pass rush closing in. Running out of time in the pocket. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Looking to throw it again. Caught near the goal line. Can't get to the end zone. They'll spot the ball at the 2. Getting closer, but now it's 3rd down. Can they punch it in from the 2? And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And he knocks it right through. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. They went backwards on 1st down, so 2nd and long from the 24. And it's a kneel down. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Seahawks are fake right now. Made it in. That dude got to play LSU. Oh, wow. Damn. He beat LSU, then he got to play. They just... Damn.